Yeah, whatever, we're jumping straight into it. This is the KP podcast. I haven't got another name for it yet, but I'm sure I'll come up with one. And yeah, we're just jumping into it. I'm just going to talk, I don't know what about, but currently I am scrolling through over 5,000 photos of the same photo. And you may know this photo. It's the one of the cat falling off the chair, and he's all blurry and shit, and it looks hilarious. But there is over 5,000 of them. Now I'm scrolling through all these. Why? Because I know at the end there's gonna be something. I've been scrolling for a little while now. I started when I was playing DayZ for the first time in literally years, and that was fun. Except it's still as glitchy and as fucking shit as I remember it being. Although I had a good time with it. I guess while we scroll through the podcast, I don't know. It's just fun to talk. I love the sound of my own voice, and I'm making it more for me than anyone else. So how about you just, if you want to listen. And if you don't want to listen anyway, because it's going to be great. We're going to have a fucking rip of time talking about all this random shit, and I'm still scrolling through all these cats. But yeah, I guess today was pretty interesting. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was pretty fucking boring, actually. Very mundane. Just running through. Had to get a passport form sorted. Had to get bank stuff sorted. Very exciting. But it's like the first time I've done anything adult for the whole year. And we're almost at the end of February. Whoops, I just liked one of these fucking photos. 5,000. Over 5,000. There better be something at the end of this. Oh, rule for listening to this podcast. I mean, who gives a shit? I won't know if you're doing it or not, but you should totally have a drink while you're doing it. My drink of choice tonight is the Bushels cup of tea. I'm having a cup of tea after a few beers. Because what better way to tie off a few beers than a hot cup of tea, no sugar, and an Oreo biscuit? And when I say an Oreo biscuit, I mean a fucking family pack of Oreos, which I bought 3 days ago. Haven't even touched them. Don't know why. Doesn't matter why. But yeah, there's just Oreos sitting around. And if you haven't noticed yet, we're almost 3 minutes in, and I'm still scrolling through these fucking photos of this cat. The thing that's interesting is there's random amounts of these individual photos and people are commenting on it. Someone says my thumb is starting to cramp up. Whatever, who cares? Pushing on. Anyways, yeah, what am I even saying, dude? Yeah, so I had a few beers tonight. It's not bad. Chilled out. Got to catch up with my mates yesterday. We never really get to do that nowadays because we're just working or studying all the fucking time, which is cool. It's just how it is nowadays. But I thought it would be actually a big part of, like, I hit record, and like I say, we're just diving into it, but I think it would be fun to share a few funny stories of the week, because there's been a few funny stories of the week. One particular one that I want to tell you about. I'm just worried I'm going to start a story, and then I'll reach the end of these 5,000 photos, and then I have to be like, well, I guess we're and the photo was this. You know what? Fuck it, we'll do it that way. Anyway, story I want to tell you about. So, without disclosing too much information, I work in a retail store, and that's fucking great. But you get some dumb fucking people in a retail store, because I'm the smartest person that ever lived. Anyone who's met me would agree wholeheartedly that I'm the smartest and arguably the most modest person that ever lived. Now, one of these particular dumb people that came in this week, she came up to our counter and had some questions, and that's fine. Except she had her phone out, and her phone, she kept like pointing at the bottom of the phone to tell us, what cable she needed. And I'm like, oh yeah, no worries. But she had her flashlight left on her phone. Now, I don't know why. I've seen this a few times, not specifically at work, but outside of work as well. And it always makes me think, hey man, why have you got your fucking flashlight on in the middle of the day, in the middle of a shopping center, like, that's the equivalent of wearing sunglasses at nighttime. Okay? And I always, that just flashes through my head. I'm like, well, why aren't you wearing your fucking sunglasses at night? You know why? Because you wouldn't be able to fucking see anything. Yeah, well, if you use a flashlight in a full lit environment, like a shopping center, chances are you are not getting the benefit of that flashlight. Now, that's not the funny part of the story, because I will tell you when the funny part is of every story. I'll specifically tell you this is when you're supposed to laugh, and it's coming up. So be patient. So, old mate here has their flashlight on, and they're pointing at the bottom of their phone, so they clearly don't know it's on. So I tell them, hey, you know that your flashlight's on your phone? And they go, what? And I said, your flashlight's on your phone. And they go, what? And I said, the flashlight on your phone is on. And what does she do? She turns the phone around, looks straight at where the flashlight would have been, or was, I should say, looks straight at it, blinds herself, reacts as if she'd blinded herself, and goes, oh shit. And I'm like, okay, that was hilarious. Because if I point at the sun right now, though it is nighttime, but if I pointed at the sun right now and said, hey, look, the sun's over there, would you look at the sun? Can you answer that? Because I can answer that. I wouldn't look at the fucking sun because, it's the sun. Furthermore, if I looked at the sun, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't act surprised that I couldn't suddenly see for a moment. This person, oh, bless her soul, blinds herself, gets surprised, and then tries to act like it was intended. You don't get much past me with that sort of shit, sweetheart. Yes. Anyways, still scrolling through pictures of cats. 7.5 minutes of the same fucking photo. I mean, if I ever see this photo again, I'm going to be just disappointed, I'll tell you that much. But you know what? While we're swiping, that gives us room for another funny story. And you wouldn't believe it, but I haven't got any funny stories lined up. Because like I say, this is just a thrown together first attempt at a podcast. Well, I shouldn't say first attempt, actually. I've had a few, I wouldn't say genuine cracks, but I have recorded a few other podcasts in the past. In fact, I used to record, excuse me, jeez, apologies. I have quite the phlegmy throat, and it's so tasty. Anyway, what I was saying is I actually recorded a few podcasts like a year and a half ago now, and I uploaded them to SoundCloud, because SoundCloud is where all of the good stuff starts. And the thing is, and I didn't know this at the time because your boy doesn't read instructions or rules, because there are no fucking rules that apply to this situation. Now, I recorded 1.5 hour length podcasts. You think this 9 minutes has been shit? Try 1.5 hours of it with me commentating the UFC and the fucking videos of Tony Abbott from, I don't even remember when he was in charge. But, dude, fuck it. You can imagine how good that was. The point is, I uploaded my first podcast. I was like, you know what? I will do 1.5 hour podcast each week. And that'll be great because, like, 1.5 hours is a good amount of time for people to listen. And, like, I can get all the points across that I want to. So I uploaded the first one the first week. And I thought it went really good. I remember that one had the same sort of rule where, like, it was supposed to have a drink with it at the time. But I was definitely on the beers then. Because, fuck. Oh, you're not going to believe what I just did. Fucking hell, dude. Now I'm pissed. I was scrolling through all those cat photos. All of those motherfucking cat photos of the same cat falling off the same motherfucking bench. Over and over. Scrolling through. I'm wasting my time. Cramping my thumbs. 10 minutes of that shit. And I just accidentally swiped a little bit to the left, to the right, and fucking went back to the home screen. And now I am back to square one. Oh, man. You know what? I guess that's what I get for scrolling through all those fucking photos of cats. You know what? I'm going to keep going. Yep, I'm going to find what's at the end of this fucking yellow brick road. And it better be a picture of the Wizard of Oz. Because I'm going down the yellow brick road. Anyway, all that means is that you got to put up with me for even longer. Because I'm going to tell you, this first podcast is going to be what's at the end of the yellow brick road. I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to go through this for you guys. So when you see this, because I know people are going to share this around, they'll think it's fucking hilarious. 5,637 photos of the same fucking cat. Ooh, that's comedy gold. I'm going to fucking ruin it for everyone. That's my goal. And what was I talking about? Podcast. Yes. Hour and a half was perfect length. So I uploaded the first one. Thought it went off good. Cracked a beer. That's right. The second podcast, not so good. I know because, once again, I was talking about sports. Now, I like sport. I love the UFC, and I love MotoGP, and for some weird reason, the NRL is not bad either. But that was me back then, and I'm not talking about sport this time around, just not doing it. So that is all you're going to hear about it. Even though I already mentioned it, we're not talking about it again. The point of the story that I keep diverting from is that we uploaded 2 hour-and-a-half podcast totaling 3 hours on SoundCloud. Now, 3 hours on SoundCloud, I didn't realize, was the maximum upload time that you could have for free. Now, you're speaking to the boy who doesn't spend. I don't spend money. I make money. I don't spend money. I make money. Now, a lot of you are sitting down there right now and be like, what a douchebag. And you're right, but it's true. I don't spend money. So when I saw my third podcast go up 1 hour and a half and it overrode my first podcast, I was like, huh? What? And then I made the click. Oh shit, 3 hours is the maximum. So that was pretty much the nail in the coffin for my first podcast. And I just never really got around to doing it again because fuck it. I didn't have anything to say, and I still don't. If you still haven't worked that out yet by the 13-minute mark, I'm still scrolling through pictures of cats at fucking 11 o'clock on a Friday night. Now, why am I not out on a Friday night? Because I'm tired. Right? I don't want to go to the nightclub because I'm tired. Yeah. Anyways, well, I guess that brings me... When was the last time even? There are some good spots to go out. I mean, everyone's got their favourite place. Everyone's got their favourite thing to do. Well, jeez, it's raining. It is raining. Probably a good thing I wasn't out. Live music. That's what I sting for, mate. I am all about live music. Even if the band sucks. Shit, like just sucks. I will still go out and see a live band because I fucking love live music. I think it brings out a lot of interesting characters. And I also don't mind a beer. So, getting beers and live music. And dude, if they got some fucking chips there, hot chips, and a bit of salt, you know I'm there. You know I'm there. And that's all there is to it, dude. There's nothing more to say about that. Straight up, nothing more to say. Full fucking stop. I just want to know what's at the end of these cats. And it's literally taken away from my brain power. You know, I'm just going to look away. I'm just going to think about something else. Actually, that's right. I guess speaking of SoundCloud, you guys should go listen to my rap EP that I put out. What was it? Oh, I think it was March Might have been May last year. March or May, one of the M's. Why do you have 2 months that start with M when like none of the other months match up with the same letter? If I'm not mistaken. Let me think about that. August and April. Bullshit. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah. Also, you know what else you should get rid of? People with 2 first names. Like, I don't know. Why can I not think of it? Sean Jacob. There you go. Or Sean. One's the S-E-A-N, one's the S-H-U-N, and one's the S-O-R-N. Because, you know, Sawn is a word. People with 2 first names can't be trusted. They could easily switch it around on you. And Sean could become Sean, and you want to know which Sean you were Seaning with, and that would just Sean your whole day. See, that's the sort of thing that no one thinks about that. If you were signing someone up to if you were signing off to say that someone was legit, would you believe them if they told you that their name was Alex Jacob? Or better yet, Alex Sean? No. I'd be saying, you better go get your birth certificate, buddy, because I don't believe that you are real. And when they protest, that only furthers your suspicions because the innocent person never protests, apparently. But if you are guilty, I'm immediately just trying to disprove my guilt. If I'm innocent, I never try and prove my innocence. I'm always trying to disprove my guilt. So if you accuse me of something and I say nothing, you know I didn't do it. But if you accuse me of something and I have all these answers about it suddenly, you know I had some input. I had some, impact on the situation there. You want to know some fucking bullshit, actually? While we're, jumping topics randomly, while I still scroll through pictures of this fucking cat. This one fucking boils my blood. And I've told a few people about this, and some of you probably saw it. Great video. So basically, there's a video of these cops, undercover cops on the northern beaches, and they're driving back from Palm Beach, I think, or they're going to Palm Beach. I don't remember. I just know that there's a scene where one of the undercover cops goes, "We should go get Char-Grilled Charlies." And it's meant to be fucking hilarious. Now, I fucking love Char-Grilled Charlies. Give me a chicken Charlie chomper with extra fucking chomp any day of the week, mate, and I'll eat it because it's got pineapple on it. And I fucking love pineapple, especially on a burger and especially on pizza. I'll literally stand by that till the day I die. Okay? You know what else should happen? We should get fucking Krispy Kreme glaze, and we should make it come out of the taps instead of water. Boom. That's another crazy idea that I'm all over. You think I'm not over crazy ideas? I got fuck tons of them, mate. And I'm not going to stand here and spout them off because I'm halfway through a story about how awkward's that I accidentally hit the fucking button that stopped the recording as I was talking about Char-Grilled Charlies. But look, we're straight back into it. So anyway, where was I? Straight back into it, my ass. The fucking cops. They make the funny Char-Grilled Charlies joke. Yeah, cool. Don't see any of the Char-Grilled Charlies badges on your uniform, so you're a fake fan. Straight up. Anyway, they're talking about that. And then they move along to the crust of the story. The crust of the story is that these cops, in their infinite duties, are specifically targeting people who are using the bus lane. Now, the only people that should use the bus lane is taxis, motorbikes, and the bus. So fair suck at the sav if they're chasing down people that aren't doing it legit, because it can be unsafe. And you know me, I'm all about safety. But motherfucker, they're driving along, and they're in the middle lane, these undo cops, and this SUV just goes ripping past them in the left lane in the bus lane. Oh my fucking god, I did it again. That's bullshit. This is impossible. I can't believe I did it again, for fuck's sake. There's got to be a way to shortcut this. There probably isn't. But anyway, let's just fucking go. We're going. Wait a minute, I know there's a way to shortcut this. Check this out. Fucking hell. Do it on my fucking computer. I've got a mouse. The mouse don't fucking slide off. Oh, Facebook. Yep. Login failure because I never use Facebook on my PC. Who the fuck sits in front of their computer and uses Facebook on their computer? Oh. You kidding me, dude? you really sit there and are like, yo, I fucking can't believe that I swiped that way twice. That is bullshit, bro. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, SUV in the bus lane. They go hooking past these undos, and the undercover cops just get, dude, you see their justice boner just go in their fucking pants. It's poking out, okay? He's got a tent post. The both of them. They've pitched the Taj Mahal tent in their fucking undercover cop car, okay? And they're like, we got him, boys. And they go fucking ripping down the left lane. I don't even think they had their sirens on. I might have to check the video again. But they just go flying down the left lane after this car. And the car's got a good lead on him, okay? This guy, whoever he is, he's not fucking around. You know why? Because he's in an SUV. And you know what SUVs indicate? Small dicks. Big stretch on that political statement. If you have an SUV, you got kids to drop off at soccer practice. That's all I'm saying. All right, we're doing it. I think I've found the... Yeah, this is it. 5,479 pictures is what it is. Can you even scroll through it on... Oh, God. Do you see that I just never use motherfucking Facebook on... Oh, my God. I hope you guys like the sound of rain. Because it's raining in here. There is no way to fucking scroll through. Oh, no. Oh, no, dude. I hate this. I guess I can click through. I hope you guys don't mind the sound of incessant clicking. I'll try and move the mouse away a little bit, but it's probably not going to help. Anyway, here's the fun part of the story. The cops flying down the left lane, and they, the police, run into another car. This other car was turning right. He didn't exactly have right of way, but he also didn't preempt that the fucking police would be flying up the left lane. So he, and the thing is, this guy, nicest fucking dude ever. Okay? You go watch the video, and he's the nicest dude ever. They fucking run into him, T-Bone style. He's just, and he just is like, oh, what did he say? He fucking said something that was so perfect to the situation. I think he said, in a hurry, are we? Or something like that. The cops run into him, and he just goes, in a hurry, are we? What a fucking boss, dude. Anyways, that's not the... Because I said it was bullshit. I'll tell you why it's proper bullshit. They run into this guy. The policeman is all like, my hand hurts, my hand. And they gave this guy, who they ran into, a ticket for turning when it was unsafe. Yeah. That's right. A ticket for turning when it was unsafe. The only reason it was unsafe was because the police were in the wrong lane. The only reason it was unsafe is because the police were speeding in the wrong lane. Let me just get that clear. The police were speeding in the wrong lane. And they ran into him. And he gets the ticket. Bro. Bro. I remember, because I was sitting on the couch and I was playing Call of Duty like a fully sick lad. By the way, COD Modern Warfare, best game ever made. Not even going to pretend like that's not the case. My fucking dad came over and showed me that video. And I thought the video was like, whatever. But then he told me that they gave the guy a ticket. And I was just, oh my god. It was bullshit. And it still is bullshit. That guy doesn't deserve a ticket. Let me put it in fucking perspective for you. If the guy that the police were actually chasing initially, the guy who was using the lane incorrectly the first time, allegedly, ran into this same person, the nice guy, they would be completely annihilated with fines. And this guy who got run into would be seen as the victim in the situation. But for some reason, because it's the police that ran into him, poof, it's fucking whatever. Like, that's just complete bullshit. Complete bullshit. You know what else complete bullshit? Shining a fucking torchlight in your own eyes and being surprised that it's bright. Holy fuck, dude, I can't get over that. And some people would tell me, oh, you're dwelling on it too much. No, dude. That sort of shit needs to be addressed more. Dude, that sort of shit needs to be addressed more. I had someone present themselves to our counter, and they had a speaker, and the speaker was in a box, and they wanted to buy this speaker. Now, the box states what the product is, and there is a picture of the color. Now, you know that the color is the color because there are 30 different other colors with different fucking boxes to match. So if there's a green one, it's in a green box. If there's a red one, it's in a red box. And if there's a blue one, it's in a blue box. Now, someone brought one of these colored boxes to us, and they wanted to buy one. Now, they bought it. That's cool. And when I asked them if they liked the bag, they said, yeah, sure. Also, is that blue? Keep in mind, this was a blue speaker they brought up. They go, is that actually blue in there? Bro, some people would say that's a fair question. I don't. First off, how many people are looking at their fucking Bluetooth speaker while they're using it? Tell me. I just knocked my fucking mic off my stand. That's how bullshit that is. Oh, man. Tell me. How many people are fucking looking at their Bluetooth speaker while they're using it? Hey, dude. Let me tell you something about Bluetooth speakers. They play sound. You can't see sound unless you break the sound barrier. Now, a 99 Australian dollar Bluetooth speaker will not break the sound barrier. It won't break anything unless you pegged it at your grandson's head and gave him a concussion. So when you ask me, is it blue? My answer to you is wondering how the fuck you actually got into our shop. Did you drive? Or did someone put you on a bus and push you off the bus in front of me? Because I'm leaning towards the latter one. The fact that you ask, is it blue, makes me wonder how you make any decisions in life. How'd you choose what color lipstick to wear today, lady? Was it blue? Because it wasn't. It was fucking atrocious snot green. Now, what the fuck are you doing wearing moldy green lipstick that looks like you left a bread roll in the sink for 3 weeks too long? Oh, man, that's a bit harsh probably. Now, yes, it was blue. But I said to her, no, it's red. And she looked at me with this weird, confused, half as if, like, he's surely joking look. And I was committed to the it's red. God damn. Pretty low of me, to be honest. I should have just said yeah and let it go. But dude, I can't say yeah and let it go because people like her are driving down the bus lane and causing accidents with undercover cops so that the people who get run into by them get fines and broken vehicles because they don't know how they got there. Oh, man. It's terrible. You know what else is terrible is I'm still clicking through these albums and it's just not keeping up. I'm clicking through pretty furious. Oh, goodness. I don't know how many more I got to go. This is a joke. I was hoping the one MVP would have just taken a screenshot of the first and sent it to the screenshot of the one and then just that was it, but it's not really gonna. I wouldn't know unless I knew for myself. You know what this reminds me of? There was this app that came out a few years ago. I don't remember what it's called, but I remember the concept of it. It was pretty nifty. I think I'm going to go ahead and say it was called Cube, but it probably wasn't called Cube. Basically, it was like a giant block, and you could tap individual blocks away from the larger block, and eventually there's something in the middle of the block, and it was like a worldwide game where allegedly everyone was supposed to be tapping away at this block, and someone would tap the last block or like uncover the secret within, and then they would get like a prize or something. I don't remember how it actually ended. You know what? One quick Google search will tell me. What the fuck? Okay, I gotta see if it's called Cube. Cube app. Let's just see if that's Rubik's Cube solver. Don't buy a Rubik's Cube if you have any intention of using the fucking Rubik's Cube solver. Completely useless. All right, let's do this. Giant cube. Everyone, come on, learn to type. Everyone tapping at. Come on, learn to type. At cube to unlock it. What happened? Great Google searches. Curiosity. That's what it was called. Curiosity. What's inside the cube? Let's have a look on this wiki here. Curiosity. What's inside the cube was an experimental video game by Peter. Not even going to try to pronounce his last name. Originally called Curiosity, the game was later renamed to avoid confusion with the Mars rover. The social experiment ended on the 26th of May 2013. Man, I love throwing out some old shit, don't I? Won by Brian Henderson from Edinburgh, because what else is going on in Edinburgh? What the fuck? I can't say it. Let's have a look, see what was within it. The game setting was a featureless and minimalist white room in the middle of which floated a giant cube made of billions of smaller cubes, cubelets, and white floating text across each layer, usually topic related, with small messages. Players tap the cubelets to dig through the surface of each layer and reveal the next layer below. The goal was to reach the center and to discover what was inside the cube. Could you imagine if that was just a massive troll? Like, gets everyone involved, tap, 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 and like, they're still tapping to this day because some people, like everyone would have given up by now except like 10 people, and they would still be going like, nah man, the cube is the way of the gods. There is a secret in here that I will discover. I mean, obviously, like I just read, someone found it, but I mean, low-key, that's what I would do. Alright. Let's see what else. I want to see what happened though. Each cubelet destroyed by a player awarded them coins. Coins could be spent on tools that temporarily enhanced the player's abilities, such as picks that increased the number of cubelets destroyed, to firecrackers that could be laid on the cube in long strings to chain together explosions. Citation needed. So you're full of shit, in other words. Is that what you're saying? All right. Peter can't say his last name, claimed that what is inside the cube is life-changingly amazing by any definition. Dude, could be easily trolling. Critics suggested that he might want to tone down the enthusiasm, and he responded, "I don't want to believe less in something. I want to make something that is worthy of the emotion behind it." So what was it? Oh, here's the completion section. And before we get to that, I want to read the layers part. Each layer of the cube had a distinct look and design, usually alternating between photos and plain colors. Developers said the cube originally contained around 69 billion cubelets. As of April 2013, there was approximately 50 layers remaining, consisting of 3.6 billion cubelets. Holy shit. The last layer was removed and the cube was completed on the 26th of May 2013. So, in just about a month and a half, I'm going to say, they managed to tap through 3.6 billion cubelets. That is a lot. Anyway, let's read the completion part. That was a drum roll, but it was shit. Yeah, I know the winner was there. According to the video that Henderson saw and 22 Cans posted on YouTube the day the experiment ended, the contents inside the cube included the ability to be the sole, all-powerful digital god within 22 Cans' upcoming release of Goddess. Oh, wow. And to reap a small portion of all the incoming revenue that is brought in by the game. Oh, wow. So it was one massive ad for Goddess or Goddess. I don't know if that's how you say it. The regenesis of the God game. Oh my god. How much did it get? The company launched a Kickstarter campaign to raise funds for Goddess and met their funding goal of US $7,332.510. Fucking hell. $7,332.510. Fucking hell. So that was their Kickstarter. I wonder how reception, that's what we want to know. How much did it make? Did it make a lot? Oh, no. It got a 60 out of 100 on Metacritic. That's not good. Yep, it flopped. I can't see exact numbers as to values, but let's just say that Mr. What was his name? Henderson? Mr. Henderson didn't make a lot of money for completing the cube. So you know what? You know what was inside the cube? Disappointment. Yep. Almost as bad. So they fucking load you up, making you think it's going to be a fucking super cool reveal, and it's not. It's just a fucking ad for a shit god game called Goddess or Goddess. No, it's fucking terrible. Although I guess they got a fair whack of money to make the game. $100 million there. US. That's not bad. Too bad the game flopped. 60 out of 100 on Metacritic. Just goes to show, if there ain't heart or someone tapping in the middle of a cube to make a good game, it's just not going to make a good game, dude. You got to have people just tapping at cubes. My God. Anyway, on that note, I think I've talked enough shit about random shit, because shit, I don't know what else to talk about. Anyway, maybe I'll be more prepared next time. And maybe I won't sound so fucking fluey as well. And maybe, just maybe, you'll never hear this. But you know what? I'm probably going to put it up anyway, because it's pretty fucking cool. Yeah. Anyway, peace. Bye.